Hey everyone, this is Dan Lang with my market analysis. Let's look at what stocks I will buy in the next few days. On November 9th, Kiplinger.com published a list of 15 stocks and ETFs that they believe would be going up in the near future. Now that it's 18 days later, let's look at whether the stocks and ETFs have gone up. We will look at whether they are indeed good candidates for purchase. Kiplinger recommended the following stocks and ETFs. They include Martin Marietta Materials, Caterpillar, Beckton Dickinson, Brookfield Renewable Partners, Next Era Energy, Atlantica Sustainable Infrastructure, First Solar, Canopy Growth, and the list continues. Tesla, Workhorse Group, United Health Group, Energy Transfer LP, Spider Gold Mini Shares as an ETF, and Real Estate Investment Trusts, REITs, iShare Core MSCI Emerging Market ETF. If we plot the stock prices over the last 18 days, we get this. To compare apples to apples, I use the starting point November 9 and set that as 0% increase. As you can see, the stocks and ETFs went from 0% to about 43% gain on the high side and about 5% loss on the low side. That's a wide range. Here's a list of the gains and losses. Let's pick out the 7 stocks with the most gains. If a stock or ETF on this list is not among the top 7, that doesn't mean I will rule them out forever. I might monitor the price levels of all of them for a couple of more weeks. If the price of any of them does not go up in the next 3 to 4 weeks, I will most likely ignore that stock or ETF for the near future. Interestingly, the 2 ETFs Kiplinger recommended do not rank high on the list. I have not listed the real estate investment trusts, the REITs, because that would have been too many items to list here. Besides, REITs really deserve a separate video for discussion. To peel up the surface layer and look at what's underneath these stocks, I will rely on analyses done by 3 websites, and I'll also do my own analysis. You can access these websites for free. They are the Yahoo Financial page, the Portfolio Grader by Louis Navellier, and the stock grader at thestreet.com. I provided the addresses for these websites below this video. First, I will eliminate Energy Transfer, ET, because of low ratings from both Navellier and thestreet.com. I also want to eliminate Workhorse, even though the stock price went up more than 40% in the last 18 days. I believe Workhorse is way overbought, and that the fundamentals of the company are not good enough at this point. I will talk more about Workhorse in a minute. Tesla is rated highly by Navellier, but not so much by thestreet.com or by Yahoo. You might notice the current price is more than 70% over the Yahoo target price. The news came out recently that Tesla would be included in the S&P 500 and S&P 100 indices. Because of that, the price of Tesla just shot up in the last few days. Now that the news is out, the price might pull back a little in the near future. To sum it up, instead of wanting to buy all 15 stocks and ETFs, I believe I want to focus on just 5 of them for now, with Tesla being a good candidate if and only if it has dropped at least 30% from the current level. Let me explain why I have some concerns about Workhorse Group. According to the company description, they make electric vehicles, aircraft, and cloud-based telematics systems. The main products are electric delivery vans that they plan to sell to companies like UPS or FedEx. A presentation deck on their website says 345 of their earlier generation electric trucks have been deployed by UPS. An internet article says UPS has ordered 950 electric trucks recently, but these trucks are still being built. Another internet article dated November 9, 2020 said Pritchard Companies ordered another 500 trucks. I don't see any other news article about any recent orders for their trucks. Also, an internet search on patents uncovered only 4 patents granted to Workhorse Group since 2016, and they are not related to electric delivery trucks. They're related to drone delivery systems, which is really not their main business at this point. When you look at their financial statement, you will see that the company is worth $3.3 billion based on its current stock price. That's a lot of money for a startup company. It has been losing, the company has been losing money since at least 2016, which is not unusual for a startup company. What really worries me is that their revenues have been near zero in 2018, 2019, and 2020. All the major car makers are making heavy investments into EVs nowadays. The field is going to be very competitive. I believe it'll be very tough for Workhorse to establish a niche in that market. I therefore don't consider Workhorse to be a good purchase candidate. If there's any reason at all to buy the stock today, it'll be purely for a quick profit, for speculation, while the EV bubble is building in the market. Like any other bubbles, the EV bubble will burst, and you better make your profit and take your money and run before the bubble bursts. I wish the people at Workhorse much success, but I'm not ready to put down my money yet. There's a stock that's not on the Kiplinger list, but I found to be very attractive. It's a pharmaceutical company, Moderna. I bought Moderna back on November 23rd and might buy more in the near future. As you probably know, Moderna developed the vaccine for COVID-19, one of the vaccines. The COVID vaccine is found to be 95% effective. The FDA emergency use authorization is expected to be approved in November of 2020, which is within a month. They are using the breakthrough MRNA technology, which speeds up the development of vaccines and drugs significantly compared to traditional method. These are the ratings from Yahoo, Navellier, and TheStreet.com. The COVID vaccine will be the first FDA-approved product from the company. They have many other vaccines and drugs in their development pipeline. I expect the FDA approval of their COVID vaccine to open a floodgate of developments and approvals for other drugs by Moderna. The company's future is looking very good. The price of Moderna has been going up steadily since February of this year. On November 24th, Moderna secured a vaccine contract from the European Union to supply them with 160 million doses. Each dose is estimated to sell for $25, and that's $4 billion of revenue for Moderna just on the EU contract alone. With COVID-19, each person might have to get vaccinated every 4 to 6 months. That will translate into a very impressive income stream for Moderna. Right after the EU news came out, Moderna's price jumped up. So far, I see a 27% paper gain on my Moderna stock already. When you look at their financial reports, you'll see that the company is worth $50.3 billion based on their stock price. They have negative earnings since at least 2016. But when I look at their revenue versus earnings, I believe they might break even within the next 1 to 2 quarters. Typically, when a company like this breaks into positive earnings, we can expect another big jump in its stock price. My conclusion is that I might buy more Moderna if the price dips a little in the next few days. Let me recap what we just looked at. I believe I might buy the following stocks in the near future. With regard to timing of my buy orders, I typically wait for RSI, the relative strength index, to drop to a lower level on the daily, hourly, and minute charts before I issue the buy order. Just in case you ask, what is RSI anyway? I will probably post a video in the next few weeks to explain how I use the RSI index and other technical indicators to time my buy and sell orders. This concludes my video for now. If you have a few more seconds, hang in there. I'd like to share with you some additional reference information. In the meanwhile, I wish you the best of luck with your financial investments. If you wonder when the market is going to crash again, check out a video on this topic in my playlist. The following is a list of the analytical tools I use and the information I look at every day to develop my investment strategies. After doing hours of research, I summarize my findings into a few minutes of video for you. Links are provided below this video for you to learn more about RSI, Bollinger Bands, the role of the Federal Reserve Bank, etc.